Hello, everyone. How are we? It's been a very beautiful day. So I hope you had a chance to get outside and enjoy the sunshine. I was able to do so with a friend today. So I really enjoyed it. I had some pictures that I took and I'll share them with you. So welcome to today's show. Again, it's another beautiful day, and I am here on this challenge that I have set myself to be here with you for 30 days and more to share with you um, about breast cancer and to raise awareness about breast cancer and domestic abuse. But also, how can we manage all of that with proper nutrition? And I have been using those things to help me in my quest for health and wellness, to have a better life, to live a healthier life. And I have been going through different topics with you on how we can do that. Today, I want to talk about how we nurture our mental health, nurturing our mental health, and how that can benefit breast cancer and domestic abuse survivors. We never talked about mental health because nobody wanted to talk about it. At least nobody ever spoke about it, as far as I know, until recently, when now it's becoming something that we need to address. And it's so important for us to address that. So I want you to, engage. If you want to engage by writing any comments, and then I can engage with you. So it's nice when we have that engagement and we can go on like that. But if you have any comments at all and you don't want to write it in the comments and you want to get in touch with me, then that's great as well. So how can we manage that? How can we manage and nurture our mental health in the when you're going through breast cancer and domestic violence? So you're going through it and how you can heal from it as well. So once again, my name is Verna Hayward, and I am pleased to be here with you to talk to you about these events. What has happened in my life, but it's also happening today in other people's life. You probably would have heard me say that breast cancer is one of the cancers that kill most people as opposed to other cancers. So not only women experience breast cancer, but men also as well. But it's of a lower percentage to women. So let us dive into how does that impact, how does our mental health experience impact our well-being? Or rather, how does cancer and domestic abuse affect our entire well-being? And how can we nurture and support these through while we're going through these challenges? There are a number of factors and there are a number of things that we need to do. So I want to give a shout out to anybody who is on Instagram and also on YouTube. So thank you guys for being here with me. I appreciate you so much. You make this journey that I'm on especially enjoyable. So I'll be able to bring this information to you. So if you haven't had a chance to look at any of my other videos, I hope you will do so and you will send me your comments as well. So I look forward to hearing from you. So let's dive into how can we nurture our mental health during the challenges that we face in breast cancer and domestic abuse. Understanding the impact. So let's first of all, how can we understanding the impact? So surviving breast cancer and domestic abuse isn't just about our physical healing. It is also about our emotional and mental recovery. And I can tell you, There were times when I felt, how am I going to go through this? Even though I was positive, I always have a positive outlook and a positive mentality on these things. But there are times when you, and let's be real, there are times when you fall into a state of depression because you're going through these things and you're wondering, oh my goodness, what's going on? Yeah, but we have to be real that these things happen. You can fall into those states, you can fall into overwhelm, you can fall into anxiety, you can fall into, what am I going to do? And this is where you need to have all those things to understand what's happening. Embrace it. Don't ignore it. Embrace it. This is what is happening. It's natural. It's natural for us to experience those things. And when we experience them, we have to embrace them. So the trauma and the uncertainty that comes with these experiences can leave lasting scars on our psyche. Okay, some people are not able to deal with it. Some people don't want to know about it, or they can't handle it, and therefore it leaves a trauma, and it can affect their psyche, affect their mental well-being. So it is, as I said, it is essential that we acknowledge those different emotions, because we will have different emotions. I had different emotions, and I had to learn to channel those emotions, and I had to understand what healing involves, both for my body and my mind. So I had to understand that. And for me, it was my faith played a big role in that. So because of my faith, I was able to tap into that. I was able to get help from other friends and families who were praying for me, who will call me and find out how I'm doing. And when I don't know what to do, they were there. So it's important to tap into it. It's important to acknowledge that these things are happening. And when they are happening, it's important to seek help. This is how you're going to build your resilience. Resilience is not just going to happen. It's something that we build. It's like an athlete running, and they need to build their muscles so that they can, when the lactic acid is burning, you're thinking, well, oh my gosh, I have to stop, I can't cope. No, they have built it, and they can endure the race to the end. Whether they win or not, they're going to have that endurance. And it's the same thing for us. We need to have that endurance that will take us to the end. That endurance will help us when we're going through all different emotions that we are going through. So building resilience, how are we going to build that resilience? So we have to acknowledge that we are on a journey. We are on a journey. It's like you're going somewhere and you're expecting to get to your destination, and you want to get to your destination in one piece. So you're going to be careful. You're going to take the right route. You're going to do all the things necessary to take you there. You won't do things that will endanger your well-being. It's the same thing. So what I had to do, I reflected on the experiences. I reflected on the experiences. I recognize the strength it would take to overcome them. And that's a powerful thing. So once you recognize what it will take to overcome them, for example, I when I had to see my surgeon, and my surgeon spoke to me about what it would take when they after having the mammogram and the ultrasound and the biopsy, and they found out, and they did a measurement, and they found out it was serious, and I needed to have the operation. And first thing I said was, no way, I'm not having any of it. I'm not having chemo, I'm not having any of it. I'm just going to eat food. In your naivety, because you hear so much about it and you're thinking, okay, I can. And she had to ask the question, do you know why you are here? And I said, yes, I know why I'm here. because you think that you're super being, okay, superhuman. Yeah, we have that. We have all the power within us. And she looked at me as to say, "Are you really serious about this?" And so afterwards, when I saw Nurse Katie, and Nurse Katie went through everything with me, and then, my surgeon spoke to me first, and then explained, a bit more. And then I went with Nurse Katie, and then she went into more detail. And when she took the book out and showed me what type of cancer it was, where it was, and what grade it was like, okay, time to wake up, girl. You understand? So okay, and then I realized that all right, I don't have to not do the necessary things that I need to do as per the medical side, and take the things that I need to. But what I can also do is still continue to eat the way that I want to eat the type of food that I want to eat, and still be able to combat and help with my healing. So it's going to help with my emotions and how I'm going to feel, how I'm going to put in my body. Even though I can tell you, taking those things made me, I didn't have no taste. I had no taste. Everything tastes terrible. It didn't matter how good the food was. It didn't taste good at all. It was, basically, it looked enticing, but it was like, you know what I mean? So it is important for you to understand the journey that you're on, and to understand that you deserve everything. You deserve to do everything to keep yourself healthy and safe. So what did I do? On top of everything else, I did research. I went in search of research, and I went in search of doctors who researched on this, and who was a specialist in that area and stuff like that. And I found one that resonated with me. I read Tim Proctor's book. I read Dr. Lee's book, and I found what I needed. And so I pursue that. I pursue that to help me with my mental well-being, on how I'm going to survive this, how I'm going to work at it, and what is going to be beneficial for me. The other part of it, besides acknowledging that I am on a journey, and that journey is going to be successful, but it can only be successful with how I look at it. What is my mindset? So your mindset have a lot to do with it. Okay. And some of us can cope with it, some of us can't, and we need to seek help. So even if we think we can, we still need to seek help. So what I did, I seek support. So seeking support does not mean you are weak. It doesn't mean that at all. When you seek support, what you're actually doing is strengthening someone else to give you the essence that you need for your own development. So it's about transforming. You're transforming yourself. So surrounding yourself with the right set of people and a supportive network is vital in a situation like that. When you're going through breast cancer, and when you're going through abuse, whether it's sexual abuse, domestic abuse, whatever it is, abuse, you just need to seek help. You just need to seek that support, because what that support strengthens you. It gives you the strength that you need, and you'll feel that that power is rising up on the inside. Because why? We were born powerful. We were not born weak, okay? We were born powerful. So it's about taking back your power. And that's why I'll talk to you a little bit more about that. That's why when we take our power back, we gain our strength. We become more resilient. We tend to become more confident, because then we starting to work on ourselves and become trusted. So you want to be around trusted people. You want to, if you're in a support group, you want to have support groups around you. And as you have those trusted people around you, lean on them. Lean on them. Is it like the song say, lean on me when you're not strong? Yeah. Lean and gain some strength. It's not impossible, and it's not weak to do so. Okay, so lean on them. Ask them questions. Ask them, how can you help? I had a friend who came to help me because there was no way I could have done everything for myself. So she made sure I had a list of what I wanted to eat, and we did the shopping, and she made sure she cooked. And when I didn't want to eat, she was there to make sure that I ate, because then if I didn't eat, I wouldn't be strong enough to go through the treatment. Remember, I'm on a journey, so I'm going through. And if you're going on a journey, you need to put petrol in the car. You need to put fuel in the car. You need to make sure you have water in the car, so you can windscreen, you can clean your windscreen. So you had there are things that you need to do when you're going on a journey. So you have to take care. You have to put the necessary things in your system to help you heal. And I can, without her help, I'm not sure what I would have done, because I was weak. There were times when I couldn't even get or can lift my head off the bed. You understand? Even when you're going through abuse, there were times when you're thinking, what am I doing? How am I going to cope? What should I do? All sorts of thoughts are coming into your head, and you have to deal with those thoughts. So your mental capacity is so important to your survival. And I'm so glad that now mental health is a thing that is being spoken about, and men are beginning to open up about their mental health. I never spoke about any mental health, because to me, I just had to get on and do things, get on and live. You understand what what are you talking about mental health? You just get on, you have to live your life, just get on and do it. The other thing that you need to do in terms of building your resilience is self-care, prioritizing self-care. And I remember that my friend, she used to massage my breasts. Yeah, massage my breasts to remove any extra fluid in my breast. So she used to massage my breast in a particular way that will move it away from becoming, like lymphedema or anything like that. And then I learned to do it myself, so I can massage my breasts and help to do that. And I remember the nurses had to tape my breast in a particular way so that they can drain the fluid away and that only happened after I went through radiotherapy. That's when another challenge came. I said, oh my goodness, how am I going to deal with this? What am I going to do? Because it's heavy, it's painful. What am I going to do? And so I seek help. I seek support, and I got the self-care that I needed. So self-care, develop a routine where you can prioritize your mental well-being. As I said, your mental well-being is key to your healing. It's key. So you have to develop it, and you have to take that into control. So what do? You do mindfulness exercises, you do journaling, you will have a hobby that you can do that will bring you joy. It's all about being joyful in spite of the challenges that you face. So in spite of the challenges that you face, you have to be joyful. You have to take each step as it comes, and make it a day of joy. Make it a day of gratitude and thanksgiving and everything like that. So what next? So when both breast cancer and domestic abuse, they pose unique challenges. They both have their unique challenges to our mental health. So I want us now to explore how can we navigate these challenges with compassion and resilience. So don't beat yourself up, but be compassionate. Be compassionate to yourself, because if you don't love you, who will? So you have to be compassionate to yourself and love you for who you are. Even with your scar, this is you. This is part of you. Even with your scar, even though I have a scar, you probably, if I can show you it here, but if you went privately, I can show you. And I'm telling you, my surgeon, she was pretty good. So I don't have a big scar. I just have like a little, and I can see gradually it's fading. But even the one where I had to take the lymph nodes from underneath my arm, that as well, you could hardly see that. I could probably raise my arm and show you, but I wouldn't do that on national, on this program. But yeah, so you have to be able to manage manage those things. So how are you going to manage that? You become fearful. You become fearful because you're thinking, what's going to happen? What's going on? And this is where you listen. You don't just hear, you listen. So have some coping strategies. So techniques such as deep breathing, um, and that will help you progressive muscle relaxation. Visualization, visualize where you want or what you want or how you see yourself. And those things can help to manage your anxiety, because when you get anxious, it's like you stop breathing properly and you start hyperventilating, and you don't want to do that. So you want to breathe from deep down from within and bring that breath up and just fill your lungs. So you want to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And that will just help to quiet and relax you. Okay. The next thing you want to do is set boundaries. We talked about boundaries before in one of my episodes, where we talk about setting boundaries, and that is in relationship, in friendships, in everything. You need to set boundaries. Once you establish your boundary, you can protect your mental health. So I remember even when I was being abused and everything like that, I had to set some boundaries. I had to know that, okay, if I don't do this, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen? So I had to put things in place that would help me. It's the same thing I had to do when I was diagnosed. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? So I had to set boundaries in place that, okay, I don't feel good. I'm going to go lie down. I don't feel good. Even now, as I am recuperating and everything like that, there are times when I feel really tired and I'm so shattered. It's like I have no energy. And I just feel my body saying, go lie down, Verna. Go lie down. And I just say to my husband, I'm going to lie down. I just need to lie down. And he will say, see you tomorrow. Because when my body is like that, you have to rest. You have to take the time, even if you're not going through these challenges of breast cancer or sexual violence and domestic violence, or you might be having diabetes, might be something you're going through, or you might just be overworked. So you just need to listen. Yesterday I talked about listening, or day before I talked about listening. Listen to your body. Our body speaks to us. It sends a signal. And when we don't listen to those signals, then we fall into these type of things. And we wonder, how did that happen? When did it happen? I didn't think I was like that, but it has been telling you, it's been sending you signals. So listen to it. Listen to it and limit yourself to triggers. If you know certain things will trigger you, limit yourself to that. For example, when you go through abuse, there are certain things that will trigger you. And I remember, before I got married the first time, I said to my then partner, if you do X, Y, and Z, it will send triggers. What did he do? He did it. And that triggered. And then with that trigger comes other things. So you have to set your boundaries and you have to know. So you have to prioritize and promote positivity. So you want to be positive no matter what is going on. You want to take a positive stance. Because if you don't take a positive stance and negative take over, you know what I mean? So you really want to do that. And you want to seek professional guidance. When you seek professional guidance, they are going to be able to help you, be able to give you the correct information that you need to help you. So when I was going through certain things and I felt certain things, I had my nurse, my breast cancer nurse I could speak to. And the nurses at the hospital, they said, Verna, if there is anything, give us a call. Don't hesitate to give us a call. So I gave them a call if there was something going on. For example, when I had a PIP line and it got infected, I wasn't sure it was an infection. So I didn't want to call anybody or anything like that, because I just thought, oh, it's just crusty. There's no big deal there. And then I thought it was getting worse because I started to get pain. And then I called and then they asked me to take a picture. I took a picture and I sent the picture, and what? come in. We need to see you now. So don't sit down and do nothing. Okay? Do something. Do something. And as you do that, as you seek professional guidance, you will get the guidance you need. In one of my next thing, I will tell you some of the places you can seek guidance if you with breast cancer or domestic abuse. You can seek guidance. Okay. And then what do you do to cultivate? Because I talk about positivity. What do you do to cultivate positivity? If you haven't been the type of person who always try to be positive regardless, because to me, every challenge you go through, there is an opportunity, and I always try to have a positive outlook. Yes, negative. I'm not saying negative thoughts won't come. They will come. That's a challenge. They will come. But how are you going to cope with them? What are you going to do? So, despite all of that, you have got to foster positivity. You have to foster it. You cannot not do it. You have to foster it, and you have to claim your mental well-being. Nobody can claim that for you. You have to do it. I have to do it. Oh, but they didn't do this. No, 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 no. You have to do it, and I have to do it. We can't blame anybody. We love this blame gaming thing. You like to blame somebody else for when things don't work out. No, you have a responsibility to yourself. And I have a responsibility to myself, to my healing. So just get on board and just become creative in your positivity. Does that mean that I need to go for a walk? Possibly. I may not be able to go far, but the fresh air will do something for me. If I go out and I get the fresh air, I will feel my spirit lifted. I feel I'm breathing some fresh air. My lungs, everything is circulated. That circulation is going through. So you become positive. But if you decide to just stay in bed and they, oh my God, what am I going to do? You know what I mean? Because we can get that way. And it's okay. It's okay to feel that way. You give yourself permission to feel that way. Give yourself permission. Don't be hard on yourself. Be compassionate to yourself. Love yourself in whatever state you are in. Love yourself. And then what happens? Your mind, your brain starting to like, oh my gosh, starting to welcome you, starting to give you that boost and everything. So you love yourself in spite of, okay? Love yourself. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is finding purpose. This one is going to be a bit longer, but I just need to. I feel that I need to give it and not hold it back. Okay, so I know you can listen. You don't have to sit down and watch me, but if you want to play it back, you can sit down. But I love your company. I love you being here with me, so don't go anywhere. Okay, so finding purpose and meaning. Finding purpose and meaning. So, first of all, joy. Joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore you. Yeah? So be joyful. Play some music. Get in the mood, dance, do whatever you need to do, but be joyful. Engage in activities that bring you happiness. It brings you happiness and you get some fulfillment from it. So engage in that. Reconnect with old hobbies. I haven't done ballroom dancing for a long time. I used to go ballroom dancing with my uncle. My uncle, oh, he was my best. He was my best friend. I miss him a lot. He used to take me ballroom dancing with Sel Duncan, and we had a brass band in the Caribbean in Trinidad. He used to take me ballroom dancing with him, and I enjoyed doing that. So dance, whatever, I went to disco. First time I went to a discotheque, I think I was 22. And I went to a discotheque, and that's because my cousin came to visit, and my mom said, yes, you can go to the discotheque. Yeah, wow. Okay, so do something that brings you joy, do something that make you laugh, that give you that essence of fulfillment. Okay. And explore new passion. Like I mentioned some time ago, that I was on holiday and I saw people painting and I took some photos. And one of my friends that I made on that holiday, she said, "Well, I think you can do painting." So there was a confirmation. Oh, I think you should do oil painting. I haven't done it yet, so I'm going to practice. And I think I would be good at it. But I love crocheting. I used to crochet tops and outfits. So maybe that's another thing I can get back into crochet. So what fits your fancy? Is it drawing? I'm no good at artistic work, but it might be something. So find a passion and give back. What does giving back mean? Give back is like what I'm doing now. I'm helping others by telling my story. So I'm giving back. I'm giving back. I'm helping. Um, I do therapeutics. So I when I do my treatment and I see a client, I go in depth in the consultation because I want to give back. I want them to not have to go through what I went through. So if I can prevent that from happening and they can take the actions that they need to take to look after their well-being, which in turn is going to help their mental well-being, then I'll do that. That's why I'm here. That's my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to motivate and to inspire. That's my purpose. And I hope that I am fulfilling that purpose. So I thank my friend Sharon for our conversation. And when she told me she was very proud that what I'm doing and I'm fulfilling that. So it's nice when you give me feedback so that I know what adjustments I need to make and what changes I need to do to bring you what the things that I need to bring you. Okay, so give back. Volunteering, that's something I intend to do. I haven't done any volunteering as yet, but that's something I would like to do. I remember going once to breast cancer now because there I can talk about at least the nurses asked me to come because of my positivity that I could inspire others. And so that's something I want to really get involved with breast cancer now so I can tell my story and I can help somebody who not sure of what to do or when they finish what's going to happen, how can they cope. This is the reason why I'm doing this as well, is to build a community. So when I build a community, we can come together and we can talk, whether it's about abuse or whether it's about cancer or whatever the case might be. We can come together and we can help one another. Nobody can do anything on their own. If I do this, I'm saying bye-bye. Okay? Oh, hi, how are you? If I want to make music, I can't just do this. All I'm going to be doing is fanning the wind. I'm just fanning. But if I put my two hands together and I clap, I can make music. Yeah? Can make music, Okay? So it takes two to tango. We cannot do anything on our own. We need each other. We need each other. We cannot do it by ourselves. We can do nothing by ourselves and be ourselves. We have to do it with another person. We have to do it with a group of people so we can give strength. We can help them build their resilience. We can help them be more positive and things like that. So we can do things like that. The other thing we can do is in terms of finding purpose and meaning, gratitude. Oh, be grateful. Every day, be grateful. Every day is a new day, is a new life, is a new beginning. Every day is a renewal. Be grateful. So when we cultivate when we cultivate gratitude, our mindset. Sorry. When we cultivate gratitude, we help our mindset. We acknowledge that positivity, different aspects of life. And no matter what, no matter what, you are able. No matter what, no matter how big, no matter how small, you know you can walk. So you can walk through the fire, you will come through the flood. And my God, you will be so strong. You will be so strong. You don't realize the power you have within you, but you are so strong. You're not this feeble, poor me, poor me. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. You are powerful. You have that power within you. You have that strength within you. So when you portray gratitude, when you are thankful, when you are gracious, you won't believe the power that comes from within, that comes deep from within you. You will surprise yourself. But you shouldn't be surprised because it's innate in you. But when you show gratitude and be forgiven to yourself, be grateful. Somebody do something for you, no matter how big or how small, be grateful. Be thankful. Call and say, hi, how are you? Thank you. Somebody say something, thank you, be grateful. All of that is medicine. It is medicine for your mental well being and for your physical well being and for your healing. It's medicine. So take a spoonful of gratitude every day. A couple times of the day, I say thank you. I say thank you. If I'm driving, I say thank you. Why? Because I'm on a journey and I need help to, I don't know who a crazy driver is on the road. So every time I go a distance, thank you, Father. Thank you. So be grateful in the small things and in the big things. Be grateful. Life is a journey. We're going through life. Life happens and we're going through it. So sometimes you have to shift your perspectives. You have to shift your perspectives to get that resilience, to build that resilience. So you need to shift perspectives. So I just want to say, thank you. As I come to conclusion, I just want to say thank you. But before I do that, I want to say, I have a practice and building my practice. I do therapeutics, so I do massages. And as I said, I work from the inside out. I also am an inside coach, as you can see that. So it's all about building that resilience and helping you to build your resilience. So if you need help and you need support, I'm here. If you just want to have a conversation, book a conversation with me. I do free consultation, no pressure, no pushy sales, no nothing. If I'm a fit for you, then we can work together. If I'm not a fit for you, and then I can find you the right person, the right people to work with. So yeah, I believe in that. I believe in if you are not the right person, I'm not the right person. No. It's like you did just a brief story. Somebody called me and wanted to message me. They wanted to have a treatment and they wanted it in a particular way. And I just said, no, it can't happen. These are my boundaries. Okay? These are my boundaries. This is how I work. If you would like, and it was about, they wanted it in a particular way so that it could help build their confidence. Hello? You can build your confidence and you can have it, but not that way. So, yes, I was going to possibly lose a client, but I prefer to do that than lose my soul. Okay? And sometimes you have to take a step. That is good for my mental and my physical well being. So I took the actions that I need to do that will And I'm grateful for that. I'm happy that I did it. So I give myself a pat on the back. So it's not, don't get me wrong. If something don't fit, it just does not fit. If you wear a dress and it's too tight, or you wear trousers and it's too tight, would you go out the road like that so it could rip on you? No, you're gonna change. You're gonna do something about it. It's the same with life. Life is a journey, and we are on a journey. And you have to do what's right for you, for your mental and physical well-being. Your mental well-being is key to everything that happens in your life. So I implore you, if you want somebody to talk to, I'm here to listen and to give guidance if that's what you need. But I'm here to listen and to be of help where I can. So, in conclusion, embrace your journey. I embrace mine. I've embraced everything because in embracing your journey, you learn so much. So, embrace your journey. Whatever it is, embrace it. Embrace your journey and go on an exploration, and like an explorer. You explore, you research, you do things, you ask questions, and that's going to give you all the things you need. So when you explore, the important thing is to about your mental well-being as survivors of breast cancer and domestic violence. And what I'm speaking to you today goes for everybody, anybody, whatever your challenge is, whatever challenge you're going through, this will work for you. So if you listen to me now and you're going through a challenge, this will work for you. If you know somebody who is going through a challenge, this will work for them. Tell them about it. Share it with them. Get them to like and share and do things like that. So I just want you to remember that healing is a journey. Healing is a journey, and it's okay to take step by step. A baby don't walk in an instant. A baby takes steps. Yeah. So it crawl, it stand up, it do all sorts. So everything is in steps. So take everything step by step and don't try to force the issue and try to get there very quickly. So nurture your mental well-being, honor your resilience, and by doing so, you are going to empower yourself to live a fuller and happier life. And that's what I do. So I'm telling you what I do. It wouldn't be easy all the time. And it's not easy all the time, but you embrace it. You embrace it with everything that you've got in you. So I want to thank you for being here with me. I want to thank you. I'm sure you have insights on what I've said today. And if you have any insights, I'd like you to share them with me. Because it's good to get that insight and to get that feedback. And it will help us to build other strategies for our mental well-being as we go on this journey. So I want you to take care. Have a good evening. And thank you for spending your time with me. And I want you to know I appreciate you very much. So if you want to get in contact with me, you can WhatsApp me. You can send me a message on Messenger. You can also email me at hello@verna-haywood.com. You can also visit my website. So if you visit my website, verna-haywood.com, then you can message me through there as well. You can send me a message there. So I want to thank you and graciously and say I'm full of gratitude for you being here with me, both on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube. You guys are such a blessing, and I'm so grateful to have you in my company. So take care and God bless and be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and love yourself regardless. Love yourself unconditionally. Okay? So bye for now. Take care and I'll see you soon. God bless.